Hello and welcome everyone, Lahat here, and today I have an unboxing of MSI's B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard, their latest Mini-ITX motherboard supporting the new AMD B450 chipset. As I mentioned before, this is a Mini-ITX motherboard, meaning that it is one of the smallest form factors that you can get a motherboard in. The reason why I'm doing this is that over the next few weeks, I'll be releasing more videos showing you the build process of a super small PC that I'm currently working on. My plan is to essentially take apart my current editing PC, salvage what parts that I can from that, and then combine it with this super small B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard from MSI and build a tiny new editing and gaming hybrid PC that will just be super small that I can easily pick up and take with me. I'll be releasing more videos on that over the next few weeks, and there'll be a performance and benchmark video featuring this B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard from MSI out later next week. Finally, before we get stuck into the unboxing part of this video itself and take a look at some of the various features that the motherboard supports, I want to just let you guys know about a UK giveaway that MSI are currently running, where you can win a Ryzen 2600 processor each week of August. So how does the giveaway work? Well, if you click the link in the description, you'll be taken to the Gleam giveaway page, which has all the information on it. But basically, if you purchase any MSI B450 motherboard on CCL computers or eBuyer during the 1st to the 28th of August and upload the invoice to the Gleam giveaway, you'll be entered for a chance to win a Ryzen 5 2600X processor for free. MSI are announcing 2 winners each week of August on the 8th, 15th, 22nd and 29th. Again, this is a UK only giveaway, and you do have to purchase any of MSI's B450 motherboards from either CCL computers or eBuyer in order to enter. So if you're planning on upgrading your system to an MSI B450 motherboard and live in the UK, this is definitely worth checking out, as you could very well win the processor for your new PC build absolutely free. Link to the giveaway is in the description. Now, without further ado, let's crack that box open and take a look at the MSI B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard. So as you can see, the box itself is pretty small. I've included my phone for scale. So opening it up reveals straight away the motherboard itself, which is in its anti-static package protection. We'll take it out of that so that we can get a closer look at the motherboard itself and run through some of its features. So obviously it supports the AM4 socket, which supports AMD Ryzen Gen 1 and Gen 2 CPUs. I'll likely be pairing this motherboard up with a Ryzen 1800X from my current editing PC build. There's 2 DDR4 RAM slots supporting up to 32 gig of RAM. There's a single PCIe x16 slot, which features MSI steel armor technology, which basically reinforces the slot to prevent any bending or breaking of the graphics card while it's plugged in. There's also audio boost technology, ensuring that you get the highest quality playback from all your audio devices on the motherboard. There's also core boost technology, which is MSI's premium layout and optimized power design, ensuring that your CPU with all its cores is efficiently powered. In terms of storage options, there's 4 SATA ports on the front of the motherboard, but if we flip the motherboard around, you'll actually see that on the back there's also an M.2 slot, which will be very useful if you want to use an M.2 drive in combination with this motherboard, and that's exactly what I want to do, as adding an SSD into a small case build won't be as easy as slotting a single M.2 stick onto the back of this motherboard. Obviously, as this is such a small motherboard, there isn't a lot of room for MSI to add their usual Dragon logos and what have you. However, there are a couple of heat sinks dotted around where MSI have, I think rather tastefully, included some nice red stripes to match their usual red and black design. While there's no RGB on the motherboard itself, it does support MSI's Mystic Light Sync technology, which means that you can control RGB LED solutions from other brands, such as CPU coolers, mice, or RGB system fans plugged into the motherboard. Also, on the rear I/O, there's 2 ports for you to screw on 2 antennas for the Intel wireless AC that's included with this motherboard. Speaking of the rear I/O, let's take a look at it. You have a PS2 combo port and two USB 2.0 ports to start with, followed by a display port and HDMI port, and then there are four USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports, an Ethernet port, and then, as I mentioned before, those two antenna ports where you can screw on the included antennas for the Intel wireless AC if you want to connect wirelessly, and then there's three audio ports. Putting the motherboard to one side for a moment to take a look at the other bits and pieces that come in the box. Of course, you have the B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard user guide. You also have a quick installation guide pamphlet. You've also got the two antenna, which I mentioned before, screw onto the rear I/O. There's two SATA cables included, as well as a driver disk, although, to be honest, I actually can't remember the last time I ever installed drivers off a driver disk, and in fact, I can't actually remember the last PC that I owned that actually had a DVD drive in it. Long since past of those days. Obviously, if you want the latest drivers, it's always recommended to head to the MSI website and go to their downloads and support section to download the latest drivers, firmware, and what have you for your motherboard. We've also got the rear I/O shield, which will pop into your case before you install the motherboard. And there's a couple of thank you cards, as well as a little bit of product information guides about other MSI products, and a little MSI Dragon Shield sticker that you can apply to your case should you wish to. So that's pretty much everything to look at from the unboxing experience of the MSI B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard. Big thanks to MSI for sending this over to me to have a look. Don't forget to check out the link to the giveaway that I mentioned, UK only, that's in the description. And there'll be another video out later next week where I'll be doing a full performance and benchmark test with this motherboard alongside the 1800X processor, and I'll probably also by that point have a graphics card which I can put into the build as well and do some gaming benchmarks too for you guys to let you know how this all runs on this Mini-ITX motherboard. If you've got any questions about the MSI B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard, then let me know down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer them. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for more videos on my super small PC build. This is just the beginning. Until the next one, I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, take pride on the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors, Games Planet, Overclockers UK, QT, and MSI. Till the next one, ciao for now.